improved. I'm about 45 frames now.
Just turn a load of shit down there, turning it back up before we head out.
Camber, are you back in the AO?
Negative, mate. I'm back at base. I'm just fixing settings that I turned down, trying to get frame rates there.
Boys, we got fucking nuked.
Yeah, we're brutal.
Oh, them fucking vests in tight spaces are not good, are they?
Nah. Serious if you're suffering with lower frame rates than usual, go and restart. My frames are back up to normal now.
What have you got at the minute?
72 just now.
There are some like weird frame bugs that I've had before with certain mods, or I would argue.
I'll be back in a sec. I'm just going to go and clean that AO up. So
Yeah, no worries.
see what happens to frames.
I would argue certain settings on certain mods as well. But yeah.
Yeah, like when I spawned in the last time to now, like that's night and day. Fucking. So I think something was like conflicting, like any of the mods or something needed restarted or something.
Fucking the Willow guys are so funny. I've just gone onto their fucking their thing again, just to see what they're saying now. And like yesterday, Willow was just like, "Oh, bacon loadout editor is the problem. The Arsenal is laggy as fuck." And it's just like, you really haven't understood the fucking problem here, have you? Like, so funny.
Yeah, they're a good bunch of lads, like.
Yeah, but they fucking don't listen.
I noticed that on their server, like you start an op and it starts off kind of professional, well not professional but like organised.
I can't explain how many times I've explained to Willow and put it in that chat on the server that the reason that Arsenal is slow is a fundamental problem with the way that the Arsenal works, not with Bacon, but with the way that Arma uses the Arsenal. Like, if you have loads of objects, so if you have a mod like RHS, it will fundamentally slow down the Arsenal, because when you open the Arsenal or Bacon loadout editor, one or the other, it will load. It seems like what happens is Reforger loads either all of the icons or something to do with all of the objects in the that are present in that Arsenal. It loads them all into memory, like at that moment, and so it hangs. And sometimes it hangs so bad that your game crashes if there's lots of shit to load. And I've explained that time and time again, and they don't seem to understand that it's directly linked to the amount of uniforms or weapons or objects they have in the arsenals, not Bacon loadout editor or not RHS in particular. But yeah, fucking, I'm over trying to help them with that now. It's fucking bonkers. Like,
It was the same with that 56 group, man. I tell them they need to open up their recruiting, and they just didn't listen. And like it was down to like 8 people, and I was like, "Now what we're gonna do? Like nobody's gonna come in a server with 8 people in it." And they were picked like, so at one point they were like one of the biggest groups on squad, so they were like able to hand pick who they were letting in. But like it got to the point where like nobody could get into their fucking unit, and then we ended up with like 8 people playing squad, and the server died. But
I think the light conditions made my frames drop a little bit. I placed, additionally to the PvE mod, I probably placed about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 8 or 9 full groups on top, and then I think they were countered by, fucking hell, I don't know, 100 men, something like that. So I think that all combined, and with a pretty badly optimised map, I think that's probably why everyone suffered a little bit. And then on top of that, I think Cambo does have a bit of a bug sometimes when he comes in, which I think culminated in that.
I suffered quite a lot on the Willow server with some quite nasty like GPU hangs and stuff like that. But I've not had them at all on this server or on the server that I was running with Jono either.
I'll be honest, although I've seen my FPS get as low as 45, it's ran crisp. It looks bang on.
Yeah, I've not had anything like what I had on other servers. And again, I had a pretty strong suspicion of what it was on the Willow server, told them, and they just ignored it.
Well, my thought process is, yeah, we know this map's not great, so maybe next week, I've said to try, we'll go back to that Everon map, but what we'll do is when we're about to take an objective, we'll garrison it up, so it's a bit more intense and a bit more going on, and maybe put a few emplacements in and stuff, so it's actually feels a bit more realistic, because these firefights are better, aren't they?
Yes.
But it's, I mean, unless we find something else that's as good. I quite like that Kunal. That's another one we can try, but I don't like whoever did the map has way gone over the top with some of the objectives, some of the military compounds, and like sandbags clipping through clipping. It's just bugs me, that map. But yeah. I don't know. We'll find a setup that fits us.
The thing is, worst case scenario, like one of us can just like learn how to fucking actually make a PvE scenario work.
Well, that's what John messaged you the other day. That's what me and Try talking about. We're thinking, let's just make our own.
Between the three of us, I think we could work it out. Like,
yeah.
And I'm sure, like, I'm sure Gramps would be open to giving advice if we asked it in the right way as well.
I guess so. Yeah.
If you go about asking for these things in the right way, people will help. Like, but you just try not to take without giving, kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
It's the kind of thing where, like, if he has anything like a buy me a coffee thing or anything like that, it's just like, look, I'll buy you a coffee if you, or you know, I'll send you some beers if you could help me get my head around what the fuck I need to do to make this work. Like,
yeah, definitely. I know me and Try, we've started having a look, but yeah, I'm quite happy to put our heads together.
Yeah, for sure.
It's because this, I don't know. But it's a shame that Campbell had that loss of frames, really, because it was running okay for me.
My frames weren't great, but but they were consistent.
Yeah, I wasn't getting an issue.
I wasn't getting hangs or anything like that. Yeah. The hangs that I have a pretty strong suspicion that on the Willow server, the hangs that I had were to do with Coalition Squad interface. Okay. Because they forced draw distance on the name tags at 400 meters. Right. And I told Willow this, and he fobbed it off and said it was probably something else, even though he doesn't actually seem to know what he's talking about, from what I can gather.
He doesn't know fucking infantry tactics to save his fucking arse.
Yeah, I know. And then the next day, they dropped it. They removed the limit, the hard lock, and I was able to drop my name tag distance to 35. Surprise, surprise. I didn't crash that day. The next day they'd locked it back up at 400 meters, and I started crashing again.
Where's name tag distance anyway? Where's that?
So I think because CSI isn't on, we can't fuck with it.
Ah, okay.
But I think there's an issue with. I think I have a sneaking suspicion, I might be wrong, but I think there's an issue with the way that Reforger loads and displays like PNGs / like transparencies.
You've gone over my head there, mate. I don't know what that means.
So for example, when you load the arsenal and you have loads of assets in there, it hangs, right?
Yeah.
The reason I think that it hangs is because it's trying to load all of the icons, if you wish, for the weapons and the vests and all of that sort of stuff. The first time that you open the arsenal in a session, it loads all of those into memory, and it's quite a lot of stuff for it to load, but it takes it a while, and it hangs and it can crash because it's so much stuff that it's trying to write to your GPU at once.
Right. Okay.
I think that's what it is. I don't think it's it trying to pass a list of objects that it can call, because that's all just done in code, and that isn't that taxing, and it's not going to cause a GPU hang. Whereas loading, if you've got, let's say you've got 100 assets in the arsenal and it has to load 100 PNGs onto your GPU, that could cause your GPU to crash if it tries to do it in a bad way.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But the point is, the reason that that happens with the arsenal is because the vanilla arsenal has nowhere near that many objects. It only has 30 objects or whatever, as an hypothetically. You've only got 10 weapons.
Yeah.
So when you open the weapon arsenal in vanilla, it's not going to cause it to hang because there's only 10 PNGs to load. But then when you look at how many weapons we have, of course it's going to hang. And it doesn't hang that long for us on this server. It hangs for maybe a second or so. But on some servers, it'll hang sometimes to the point where it just completely crashes.
Yeah, I've had that.
On the 16AA server, when I was going on there, it would crash often when the first time you opened the arsenal.
Yeah, a lot of servers have that, don't they, where it crashes?
Yeah, and it's directly linked from what I can see to the way that the arsenal or the user interface loads the icons for the assets. I think I might be wrong, but that's my suspicion, and that's why I think that the Coalition Squad interface is also potentially something that causes issues, because your name tag in that potentially might just be some shit transparency. That might be how they've done it as a mod, and if it's trying to load loads of those, because I noticed that a lot of the crashes that I had on the Willow server were because there was loads of people, loads of things happening in my view, and I could see loads of name tags, especially overlapping with each other. So that's the transparencies interfering with each other, and the GPU having to do a lot of work to work out what's happening with the different layers of transparency, plus it's having to render everything else that's going on at the same time.
That makes sense.
Whereas
so this name tag thing, we can't adjust it at the moment?
No, because we haven't got it turned on. But usually if you press Control Home, it would open up the interface for CSI, and you can change the view distance.
Okay.
It's like the Shat-Tak HUD, basically.
Yeah.
In Arma 3.
Because we want that down to like 10 meters then, don't we?
35 works quite well, I found.
I find it immersion breaking having too much of that shit on the screen.
I mean, yeah, you could turn it down to even like 5 to 10 meters, so you literally have to run up to someone to ID them.
I find that more realistic, to be fair.
So do I, to be honest.
Right, I just need a moment. I've made the mistake of sitting down with a hoodie on, and I'm sweating my ass off.
Mate, same. Let's sync, because I need to take my hoodie off as well.
Yeah, all right, back with it.
I'm gonna copy Cambo now and go and take the puppy for a wee. So I'll be back in still 10 minutes.
Yeah, no problem. What are you up to, Johnny?
Just messing about, see if I can actually see how the sniper rifle works.
Ah, what?
I'm testing it. Just got a sniper loadout and see how it works.
Okay. We can go and do an objective if you want, and you can do loads of sniping.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just gonna get some more ammo for it and go.
I'm just going to test something first.
I've got a radio, that's why I can't talk over the comms.
Probably. Sorry, Jim.
It says I'm broadcasting, but when I push the caps lock button, I'm getting a red padlock above the little speaker thing.
Okay. Drop your radio on the floor, pick it back up again, double check that I've got two of them, things like that. Make sure it's in your vest.
Okay. I'm getting a lot of packet losses here. Probably because I'm not on shared internet. You still calling me, Sam?
Yeah.
I've got a radio in my pouch.
In your pouch.
Well, I'm moving to the vent right now. I've got a radio in my pouch.
What do you mean a pouch?
It's like everything goes onto your waist.
Oh, like in your belt? So in your vest? It needs to be in your vest.
the length it says exceeded whatever it says.
So you've got too much shit in there, basically.
Right, I'm back.
I've all got my compass, my marker, I'm trying to put my spanner, I pick up the spanner.
Just had a quick look at the patch he's put on. It's fucking beast. Right, Johnny boy, what's happening with your radio?
I'll let it show up. Fucking that.
Right, well, the first problem you've got is you've got a radio on the floor that might be tied to you. And when you were talking about your spanner and all that kind of shit, that's the wrong place. So yeah, so where it says pouch, yes, that's right. So pouch JPC, so it should be in the pouch, correct?
Right, hang on.
That radio that's on the floor is the wrong radio. That might have been why. You probably had two radios on you. Right.
No, I'm still getting that red padlock.
Okay, so your radio is in your webbing. It's in where your magazines go, yeah?
Yeah. That's in my
Okay,
waistband.
if you press G, what does it say?
Just comes up with a wheel.
38 hertz at the top, 48 at the bottom, yeah.
30.5 at the top, 38.0 at the bottom.
Okay, that's weird.
Frequency.
Okay, so it should say 38.0 at the top and 48.0 at the bottom.
How would I change that?
You just hover your mouse wheel over it and rotate. Yeah, you will. What's probably happened is you've got like a... It does happen, it's always happened on Arma. If you pick up the wrong radio, it almost ties that radio to you, so that one on the ground's probably fucking it up. Because when we move away, it might start working. Right, I'm just going to grab a...
What are we doing?
Yeah, just to go down and take the first objective, just below.
You guys copy?
Yeah, I got you, mate.
What, Tennessee?
Yeah, just... Do you fly, yo?
In what respect?
Do you like to fly, as in, you like flying helos?
Yeah.
Do you want to dismantle that helo around the corner then and grab a little bird?
Good.
Right, you're sorted now, John, yeah?
I think so.
You're getting in the
You prefer Hueys?
Did you say you prefer the Huey?
Yeah, the little bird like flies like a go-kart.
Alright, Campbell, just about to leave, mate, so, yeah, when you're ready, dude.
Maybe I should shit on the people from there.
What did she learn to do as a magician's assistant? She made things disappear. Huge majorities.
Right, I'm back.
During her life, she's been solely harmed.
Right, I'm back. Sorry, boys.
Hey, no problem.
I'm streaming as well, just in case anybody wants to
Okay, mate.
pledge allegiance to alien Nazis or something, and then I can. Where the fuck are you? Yeah. Just gonna double check I saved my kit and then I'll leave you. Man, I fucked that tune up yesterday with that tongue. That gun. Just letting it rip. Is it the big gun, Sam?
What are you saying?
Is it the big gun?
What do you mean?
The fucking GMG.
Yeah,
Oh, we're taking that. I thought we were in a vehicle.
We are in the helicopter around the corner waiting for you, dude.
I didn't believe you.
Shit, I forgot to close the door.
Tried to get on the gun, but it wouldn't let us. Oh, there we go.
Alright, I'm gonna close that door.
Scared you're gonna fire it?
Okay.
Right, I'm a happy camper now. I'm back up to 90 frames. I can shoot people again.
We all in, yeah?
Yep.
Aye, man.
This car reminds me of US when they try and take on Vietnam with these choppers.
Could you imagine one of these choppers with a GMG kind of automatic grenade launcher at the side of it?
That's fucking bonkers. I love it.
It couldn't be trusted with it. I'd get like court-martialed and done for like war crimes. It'd be like that dude out of Platoon, but set for a M60. I've got any of them. Enemy civilian.
That's the objective on our left. You want to soften it up? Why not? Which side? He's on the gun.
I don't even know where I
He's
am.
on your left, mate.
On my left.
Is it? Have you got one on both sides? You got one.
Alright,
Oh.
okay, no, wait there. Let's have a go at these. Have I got one on each side, yeah?
You do.
How close in do you want the land?
There was a big group out in the desert somewhere. I've lost sight of them now. Holy shit. Made them angry, we've made them angry.
Massive group below us there.
Where we put it?
Yeah, once you've exhausted your missiles.
Patching.
Get me the fuck out of that thing. Ah!
Contact in the pillbox, I think. Massive contact downhill,
We need to get off this ridge line.
out to the west.
Oof. That was a terrible fucking plan. Not going well. Not going well. Oh man, fuck.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it's
It's a bad spot, man. We just got hit on two sides, that's all. You're getting hit for UGLs for both sides, man. I'm just respawning. This is unsalvageable. No, they're right next to me. Had enough of this shit.
what are you eating, Sam?
You what?
What are you eating? Sounded nice.
Ow. Getting shot through the tower, man. Fuck.
I did mixed. I can't get my gun out. I'm glitched.
A recent episode of the children's cartoon had to be re-edited after being accused of fat shaming. In the episode, Bluey's father looks in the mirror and complains about his weight, to which 6-year-old Bluey replies, "Why don't you just do some exercise?" Adding, "You fat bastard." What aspect of their appearance at police in Scotland have been told?
I must admit, I've gone off it and I wish I would change it. Just hang on here. Well, do you guys want to change the map? Fucking hell.
I'm not bothered, like, but
This mass spawning and shit is doing me head in.
John, you're back at base, mate. Like, fight out there until you die or whatever.
I'll be doing that again.
What? I think they're about to change them up or something, I have a clue.
Yeah, that wasn't a rage quit, it was an accident.
I'm tempted to change the map. I've just not done it yet.
I can talk you through it, probably. Even the mod list the same, yeah? Apart from the Taliban shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind giving you access if you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Let's have a look on Discord together. I don't want to fuck it up, like, myself. At least if I fuck it up with you, we fuck it up together.
Well, we're supposed to set up a Google Doc and then me and try to, like, link up, and
Yeah.
we still haven't done it. Let's go through it together. Right, we're going to jump into the Discord on the thingy cars racing server thing.
Right, I'll jump out of here and I'll see you in there.
We'll have a look. Right.
I should really join that, but I'm struggling with voice chats, man. Just let us know. I want to talk a bit.
No, I took the wrong kit for that last mission.
I don't think there was a right kit for that mission.
That was hardcore world net, but it's fun.
Fuck it. Might jump it off just now. If they're about to change them out, it's probably going to take an hour or two.
Yeah, I'm going to make myself sandwich on that and come back when it's back on.
No dramas, man. I'll see you in a bit.
It's fun playing it for you guys, the world net. I'm enjoying it.
Well, like I said, I wish we could just stick to something and fucking stick to it, man, because this chopping and changing shit's like...
Well, the reason I got F124 is so you guys have got it as well, so we can have a blast in it sometime.
I'm still like working on my settings for it, but I was playing it the other day.
Anyway, since it's going to, change, I'll jump off and I'll speak to you when it's back up.
No dramas, man.
Take care of yourself, mate. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.